get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, she never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line.
Check. Here we go. 180. He's 59. Mike to 59. Let's go one more. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Kill.
Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Oh, that cute stuff.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the fourth overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curl.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go. 59.
Mike, check, 59.
26.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's out.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Chef.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, what? 20. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the screen. Watch that.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
180.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go. Run. Hurry. Mike 55.
On third down, Mayfield. Open here, Adam Thielen. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Here we go.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And the Cardinal first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Good. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Go on. Come on, D. What's that?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here we go, 46. Check 59. Mike is 26.
They'll run with Elliott.
Come on.
Elliott a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike, 54.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurry! I got motion man. Me. I got this. Mike 55. Mike 55. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hurry. You gonna real. Your nightmares. Hurry.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rabbit.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. There we go. Kill. Mike 50. Here we go.
Now Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Come on, D. Check 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already, and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. You got nothing today.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let go!
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
26. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Let's go, baby.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. 180. 25's the mic. Hey, 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 24, check 24. 26.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Big edge.
26.
Tim carried out for Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Run, run, run.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Good. 180.
Oh, you got deep?
Hurry, hurry.
Hey, check Mike.
One touch.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
Mirrors back and go full strength.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming after you.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
We're going to 54. 126.
On the counter, Elliott got some room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's keep moving.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day.
Here's Pollard again. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
We got 4.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You better be afraid of me.
They go to Elliott again. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing down.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
1st down, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, watch out!
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Pistol.
And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
General West.
Check safety. 2nd and 1 at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Run. Pilot, 64, weak.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the
Regular.
Watch the
Hey, Haywood. Watch out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the safety creep.
They're going to 53.
Prescott now from the 50. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Cooper was the intended target.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
36.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
180. 54. Mike, 54.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry! Motion!
Mike,
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Give me that ball, defense!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Arizona.
Set. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike.
In your face.
One touch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, watch the slant.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back.
Hey, let's go.
It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12.
Let's go, fellas.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple, although I set you up by saying game ball.